Management Studies IGNOU presents an audiobook on the course MMPC-002 Human Resource Management for MBA program. Presenting Block 2 Sourcing of Human Resources, Unit 5 Job Analysis, Design and Evaluation. After completing this unit, you should be able to understand the nature, process, and methods of job analysis, concept and uses of job design, and need of job evaluation. Introduction. Job analysis is a systematic process of gathering information about work, jobs, and relationships between jobs. Corporate restructuring process, quality improvement programs, human resource planning, job design, recruitment strategies, training programs, and succession planning are among the other HR activities that are based on job analysis. Job analysis provides some basic information about the various jobs and skills required to perform the job effectively so that it creates and sustains organizational capability. Job descriptions and job specifications are needed to attract and select qualified employees and evaluate compensation systems and particular compensation decisions. Apart from job analysis, this unit will focus on the concepts of job design and job evaluation. Concept of job analysis. Job analysis is the fundamental process that forms the basis of all human resource activities. The importance of job analysis has been well established for years, dating back to at least the First World War. The United States government's Uniform Guidelines on Employee Selection Procedures in 1978 and the American Psychological Association's Principles for the Validation and Use of Personnel Selection Procedures stipulate that job analysis is essential to the validation of any and all major human resources activities. In its simplest terms, a job analysis is a systematic process for gathering, documenting, and analyzing data about the work required for a job. The data collected in a job analysis and reflected through a job description includes a description of the context and principal duties of the job and information about the skills, responsibilities, mental models, and techniques for job analysis. These include the Position Analysis Questionnaire, which focuses on generalized human behaviors and interviews, task inventories, functional job analysis, and the job element method. A job analysis provides an objective picture of the job, not the person performing the job, and as such provides fundamental information to support all subsequent and related HR activities, such as recruitment, training, development, performance management, and succession planning. Job analysis serves two critical functions with respect to these processes. Job analysis helps ensure the decisions made with respect to HR processes are good decisions, that is, fair and accurate. For example, selection of the right person for the job, appropriate decisions about training, performance management, development, etc. And its help ensure the defensibility of decisions made to employee, resulting in good HR management, and to the courts, resulting in saving of cost, time, and reputation. The unit of study in job analysis may be position or a job. A position is the most basic structural entity in the organization, representing the collection of duties assigned to a single person. One or more similar positions, each of which is interchangeable with the others in terms of work activities, makes up a job. In fact, a job has been defined as work consisting of responsibilities, has been defined by Henderson as, and I quote, work consisting of responsibilities and duties that are sufficiently alike to justify being covered by a single job analysis." Unquote. It has also been defined as a collection of positions similar enough to one another in terms of their work behaviors to share a common job title by Harvey. The linkage positions in an organization provides a roadmap and tool for translating the organization's missions, values, and business priorities into results. Why is there a need to talk in terms of positions or jobs? It is because it is necessary to identify the results individual will be accountable for when they are hired, how their work fits in or relates to other work performed in the organization, how their work should be compensated for in relation to that of others, on what basis recruitment and training should be carried out, and so on. Objectives of job analysis. The purpose of job analysis is to establish and document the job relatedness of employment procedures such as training, selection, compensation, and performance appraisal. Other important uses that job analysis can be put to are: number 1, indicating training needs; number 2, put together work groups or teams; number 3, provide information to conduct salary surveys; number 4, provide a basis for determining a selection plan; number 5, provide a basis for putting together recruitment; number 6, describe the physical needs of various positions to determine the validity of discrimination complaints; number 7, as input for organizational analysis; number 8, as input for strategic planning; number 9, as input for any human relations needs assessment; and number 10, as basis for coordinating safety concerns. Importance of job analysis. According to scientific management, the key to productivity is a precise understanding of the tasks that constitute a job. If the motions of workers are to become standardized and machine-like, then it is necessary to be certain about what is to be accomplished as well as what abilities and materials are necessary to do the job. For many years, job analysis was considered the backbone of the scientific clipboards, and stopwatches was the method used to determine the most efficient way to perform specific jobs. As the popularity of scientific management declined after World War II, however, so did the popularity of job analysis. With the new emphasis on human relations as the key to productivity, job analysis was used primarily to set salary scales. But in the modern times, workers and employers began to take renewed interest in this area because of concerns about two issues. They are unfair discrimination and comparable worth. There are two areas where unfair discrimination in hiring can occur: in the standards set for being hired and in the procedures used to assess the applicant's ability to meet those standards. Job analysis addresses the question of what tasks taken together actually constitute a job. Without this information, standards for hiring may appear to be arbitrary or worse, designed to exclude certain individual or group from the workplace. More recently, the issue of comparable worth has also contributed to a new interest in job analysis. Comparable worth refers to equal pay for individuals who hold different jobs but perform work that is comparable in terms of knowledge required or level of responsibility. The major issue of the comparable worth controversy is that women who are employed in jobs that are comparable to those held by men are paid on the average about 65% of what a man would earn. In order to determine the comparability of job tasks so that salaries can also be compared, a proper job analysis is necessary. Comparable work is an issue of considerable interest to many people. Aspects of a job to be analyzed. Job analysis should collect information on certain areas. They are: number 1, duties and tasks. Information on performance of specific tasks and duties include frequency, duration, effort, skill, complexity, equipment, standard, etc. Number 2. Environment. Environment has a significant impact on physical requirements to be able to perform job that may include unpleasant conditions like extreme temperatures. Some may also pose a definite risk to the personnel. Number 3. Tools and equipments. These items are mentioned job analysis which are required to perform certain tasks and duties such as protective clothing. Number 4. Relationships. Supervision given and received, relationships with internal or external people, etc. have to be specified in job analysis. Number 5. Requirements. The knowledge, skills and abilities required to perform the job must be clearly defined. While an incumbent may have a higher KSA than those required for the job, a job analysis typically only states the minimum requirements to perform the job. Methods of job analysis. Job analysis is the procedure for identifying those duties or behaviors that define a job. Aside from verifying the fairness of selection procedures, job analysis is the foundation of virtually every other area of industrial psychology, including performance appraisal, training, and human factors. Additionally, job analysis is the basis of job evaluation, the procedure for setting salary scales. Information about jobs can be collected in a number of ways. McCormick in 1976 lists the potential sources as observation, individual interview, group interview, technical conference, questionnaire, diary, critical incidents, equipment design information, recording of job activities or employee records. Possible agents to do the collecting are professional job analysis, supervisors, job incumbents, or even a camera in the workplace. In spite of both its importance and the availability of data, however, the area of job analysis has not been studied in detail. One reason for the lack of research is the nature of the data. Although qualitative information about jobs collected through observations is plentiful, translating this data into a quantitative form amenable to statistical analysis is often difficult. Over time, different approaches to dealing with data of job description have been developed. Some methods designed to study the jobs include functional job analysis by Fine in 1974, critical incidents by Flanagan in 1954, job elements by Primoff in 1975, the position analysis questionnaire by McCormick, Jennerett and McCam in 1972, and the physical abilities requirement approach by Fleshman in 1975. Techniques to obtain data for job analysis. Information about jobs can be collected by means of questionnaire or interviews. Questionnaires. Questionnaires to be completed by job holders and approved by job holder superiors are useful when a large number of jobs are to be covered. They can also save interviewing time by recording purely factual information and by helping the analyst to structure his or her questions in advance to cover areas which need to be explored in greater depth. Questionnaire should provide certain basic information, which is number 1, the job title of the job holder, number 2, the title of the job holder's superior, number 3, the job titles and numbers of staff reporting to the job holder, that is best recorded by means of an organization chart. Number 4, a brief description, that is 1 or 2 sentences of the overall role or purpose of the job. And number 5, a list of the main tasks or duties that the job holder has to carry out. As appropriate, these should specify the resources controlled, the equipment used, the contacts made, and the frequency with which the tasks are carried out. Interview. To obtain the full flavor of a job, it is usually necessary to interview job holders and to check the findings with their superiors. The aim of the interview is to obtain all the relevant facts about the job, covering the areas listed in the section on questionnaires. To achieve this aim, job analyst should: number 1. Work to a logical sequence of questions which help the interviewee to order his or her thoughts about the job. Number 2. Pin people down on what they actually do. Number 3. Ensure that the job holder is not allowed to get away with vague or inflated descriptions of his or her work. And number 4. To obtain a clear statement from the job holder about his or her authority to make decisions and the amount of guidance received from his or her superior. Job description and job specification. Job analysis is the examination of a job, its component parts, and the circumstances in which it is performed. It leads to a job description which sets out the purpose, scope, duties, and responsibilities of a job. From the job analysis and job description, a job specification may be derived, which is a statement of the skills, knowledge, and other personal attributes required to carry out the job. Some of the uses are: number 1. Recruitment and selection, where it is provided a basis for a specification of what the company is looking for. Number 2. Training, where by means of skills and task analysis, it produces training specifications which set out training needs and are used to prepare training programs. Number 3. Job evaluation, where by means of whole job or factor comparison, job descriptions can be compared and decisions made on the relative position of a job in the hierarchy. Number 4. Performance appraisal, where the job description resulting from job analysis is used to decide on the objectives and standards the job holder should reach against which his or her performance will be measured. And number 5. Organization planning as part of the process of activity. Job design. Job design has emerged as an important area of work analysis. It is based on growing conceptual and empirical base and has commanded research attention and is being widely applied to actual practice of management. Job design concern and approaches are considered to have begun with the scientific management movement. Pioneering scientific managers like Taylor and Gilbreth examined jobs with techniques such as time and motion analysis. Their goal was to maximize human efficiency on the job. Taylor suggested that task design might be the most important single element in scientific management. Job designing evolved into what is popularly known as job engineering. The industrial engineering approach is basically concerned with products, process, tool design, plant layout, operating procedures, work measurement, standards, and human-machine interactions. It has also been closely associated with sophisticated computer applications involving computer-assisted design, that is CAD. These computer systems had a positive impact by reducing task and workflow uncertainty. Top management could readily perceive the immediate cost savings from job engineering, but certain behavioral aspects like quality absenteeism and turnover were generally ignored. In the 1950s, different methods were being adopted by practicing managers. For example, IBM job rotation and job enlargement programs were introduced. Job enlargement programs essentially loaded the jobs horizontally and expanded the number of operations performed by the worker and made the job less specialized. Job rotation programs reduced boredom by switching people around to various jobs. Although boredom at work is still a significant problem in the last several years, attention has shifted to new demanding challenges facing employees on the job. For example, because of downsizing of organizations and increasingly advanced technology, jobs have suddenly become much more demanding and employees must differently adapt to unpredictable changes. For example, in manufacturing, assembly line methods are being replaced by flexible, customized production and computer-integrated manufacturing. This new manufacturing approach requires workers to deal with an ever-increasing line of product and sophisticated technology. In this context, job design takes on special importance in today's human resource management. It is essential to design jobs so that stress can be reduced, motivation can be enhanced, and satisfaction of employees and their performance can be improved so that organizations can effectively compete in the global marketplace. Job rotation. An alternative to boredom in workplace is job rotation. Job rotation implies moving of employees from one job to another without any fundamental change in the nature of the job. The employee may be performing different jobs that are of similar nature. The advantages of job rotation may be reduced boredom, broadening of employees' knowledge and skills, and making them competent in several jobs rather than only one. However, caution needs to be exercised while shifting people frequently from one job to another, as it may cause interruption or the employee may feel alienated in a new job. Another factor is job rotation, and that does not provide the employee any challenge on the job, and hence those employees who are seeking challenge may feel frustrated. Job enlargement. Job enlargement involves adding more tasks to a job. It is a horizontal expansion and increases job scope and gives a variety of tasks to the job holder. It is essentially adding more tasks to a single job. It definitely reduces boredom and monotony by providing the employee more variety of tasks in the job. Thus, it helps to increase interest in work and efficiency. In one study, it was found that by expanding the scope of job, workers got more satisfaction, committed less errors, and customer service improved. However, research has provided contrary evidence also in that enlargement sometimes may not motivate an individual in the desired direction. Job enrichment. Another important approach to designing jobs is job enrichment. In the earlier two methods, human capabilities are not being utilized to a maximum and employees are feeling frustrated. Job enrichment involves a vertical expansion of a job by adding more responsibilities and freedom to it. According to Herzberg, job enrichment is the type of expansion of a job that gives employees more challenge, more responsibility, more opportunity to grow and contribute his or her ideas to the organization's success. In other words, job enrichment increases job depth that refers to the degree of control employees have over their work. Job enrichment basically provides autonomy while retaining accountability. It generates feeling of personal responsibility and achievement. Job enrichment certainly improves the quality of work output, employee motivation, and satisfaction. Every organization follows specific procedures for job designing. Each procedure may be different for different jobs. Certain aspects may be kept in mind while following the job enrichment procedures. They are: number 1, increasing the responsibilities of the employees by adding a variety of tasks. Number 2, allowing employees to set their own standards of performance. Number 3, providing autonomy for the employee to execute the job. Number 4, encouraging the employees to innovate new techniques and review results. And number 5, empowering the individual to make critical decisions in problem situations while on the job. Job evaluation. Job evaluation basically specifies the relative value of each job in an organization. It basically serves the purpose of compensation procedures. Job evaluation is a useful tool for making decisions about the compensation to be attached with a particular position. There are several systematic methods involved in the job evaluation process. These methods are discussed later in this course. What is clear is job evaluation is facilitated because of the data generated from job analysis. Now let's summarize the unit. To sum up, this unit provided a clear understanding of the process of job analysis and the methods involved in it. All the methods discussed so far have some advantages and disadvantages. Keeping these in view, an efficient job analyst uses the required job analysis technique. Also, the concept of job design and its associated techniques have been discussed so as to improve your ability to design jobs more effectively. You were listening to the audiobook by the School of Management Studies IGNOU for MBA program. Course code MMPC-002 Human Resource Management. Course Coordinator Professor Nayantara Padhi from School of Management Studies IGNOU. Voiceover by Harpreet Kaur. Edited by Tarannum Jahan. Program assisted by Jagbandhu Jana. Program produced by Dr. Manoj Kumar Singh. This program was brought to you by Electronic Media Production Center of Indira Gandhi National Open University.